watched out, have not, they're dead. Just time. And a minute, you do not mind. You do not know, what about, and a minute, have gone. What about, things are now in mush. You do not know, hey, you do not know. Cause I'm gonna first Tetris. Just time. And a minute, you do not mind. Just he threw down my enemy. Have gone. What about, things are now in mush. You do not know, hey, you do not know. Cause I'm gonna
What is up? Welcome to Whatever Wednesday. Just checking my audio levels really quick. I switched up to some new gear. Well, not new gear. It's stuff that I've had for a long time and just decided to charge it up and use it. Using some bone conducting headphones. Kind of nice. Just wondering how loud that background music is. Hopefully it's not too bad. Well, I hope everybody's doing great. I'm going to dig right into it here. Get a little drink of iced tea. Take a hit off my vape. All right, now we got hydration and nicotine. All is right with the world, especially if I stop hitting my mic. Cool. So, what I've been thinking about, I've got a huge map that I really have been wanting to do, or at least finish up. Something I'd like to get up on my Patreon. Get it out there. So we'll see. I think that's what we're going to work on tonight. Maybe I should switch over to that. Let's see. Yeah, a little picture in picture. That'll look good. I'm going to turn this music down just a little bit. I mean, I realized it's a little quieter on your side, but it's just a little loud for me in the monitors here. So I've been working on this giant map. This is a true labor of love. It is a scale representation of Harlech Castle in Wales. So I'm going to open it up. And here we go. This is a nice size map. And what level are we on? We're on ground level. Okay, well, let's turn off. How do I get that to stop? Like, I never use lighting, snap, and grid when I'm setting things up. And never fails whenever I reload. So where do we want to start? Like I said, this is a huge map. I think the overall size is, I don't know, like, let's see. I figured that out. Now I can change the size. Show map info. Okay, so we're 90 by 90. And okay. Seeing what asset packs are being used. I actually wanted to check that out. I might have to restart this. Yeah, I didn't see this is Forgotten Adventures, and I didn't see that in there when I was browsing through this earlier. So I'll probably have to close the map and restart it, but save and reopen. Success. Aha. Yeah, see, it still brings back that grid, snap, lighting. There isn't really a... Well, I'm used to everything being Mac-centric, so clicking on the dungeon draft should give me the preferences panel. Let's see. Can I just turn this off? Hello, I'm clicking on you, interface. General? Interface? Okay, apparently I can't touch that. Interesting. Oh well, it's not a huge deal. All right, well, let's dig in here. So as you can see, we've got a nice road in front of the castle, drawbridge, and we come in. I think I've got two rooms. This room down here in the lower left. 3 rooms on this floor. Then we have a second floor perspective. And there's still 1 room to be done there. And this is 3rd floor. But this is really the top of the castle. So there we go. Yeah, I figured this would be, you know, kind of what you see when placing your characters on the map. Just walking in here. Let's dive a little deeper. Well, I've already got this room up here started. So how this works, we've got our grand hall. Let me zoom in a little bit. So this is our grand hall. Between the grand hall, we've got a staircase leading up that goes up to the 2nd floor, and of course a trapdoor, which I haven't done anything with. Haven't even thought that far. And we've got a little larder room and our kitchen. A very well stocked kitchen. Just kind of looking at this. Like, I don't think that was supposed to be there. I thought it was just supposed to be... Yeah, I'm pretty sure. There's an extra fireplace here. And I think what happened was when I... I think I meant to move this, so... Oh, don't do that. I'm pretty sure that was an accidental copy. However... Let's make another copy of that. I do have it set up as a prefab, what do they call that? A prefab object. No idea where it is. Is it under? It's not under objects, is it? No. Well, I knew where it was yesterday. Somebody sent me a message somewhere. I guess that just came in. Something to do with Foundry. All right. Yeah, you know, I think a couple of fireplaces probably work really nice in here. So let's just grab this and make a copy of it. Hey, almost where I wanted it. Where do I want it down here? All right. Maybe I should take these. Let's take them back a little further. There we go. Now, why are there all those doors? Just looking at changes in doors. That seems right. However, let's edit this line. This is so weird. I don't understand, and I'm going to have to take a look at this later on in Foundry. If you guys saw that, I just clicked, and the doorway just kind of went away. So... let me see. Yeah, what happens if I edit this? If I could actually select it. No, it wants to... that's not the node I want. Just trying to figure out what's going on here. Can I delete that node? Okay. So there's all of our nodes deleted. I had this problem last night. I was doing something and I had a doorway that wouldn't go away. I couldn't delete it. Okay. Well, let's see if I go ahead, throw a doorway in here again. Okay, now they're working. And now there's no doors down here, which I think I actually prefer. No, I think we still want to put something in. Doesn't necessarily have to be a door. Just sort of an entranceway. Okay, enough of that. All right, so outside of this grand hall, we've got I'm debating if I want to make these into like offices. I've already got plenty of offices. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, there's a sort of an office, war room sort of area. I'm trying to keep this really close to historically how Harlech Castle was. It's hard to tell based on the blueprints. but it's a pretty good representation. I took my own liberties here and there. You got to keep in mind, this is not the castle of a king or queen. This is more like just a northern border lord. Used to seeing more fighting than ballroom dances, banquets. All right, let's go back to floor number 1. Oh, let's see if our new assets are actually in here. Looks like some of them are. Possibly? This is the one thing I don't like about Dungeon Draft. It's so hard to search for assets. Like, I don't understand how their search scheme works. And then, like, all the new stuff that I'm looking for. There we go. This is the Forgotten Adventure stuff. But it's always at the end. So it's almost like they want you to use their style for everything. I'm going to take a look at Dungeon Fog later on here in the broadcast. I'm just not sure that I want to commit it. You know, it took me long enough to learn everything with well, and I still don't know everything, but it took me quite a bit to learn some of this Dungeon Draft stuff. Yeah, congratulations to the guys over at Foundry VTT Hub. Successful launch today. All right, well, let's find some rugs. Now, is this colorizable? Hey, it is. I like that. Now, I wonder what would happen if I type in carpet. I type in carpet, and I get a cart. Seriously, somebody explain to me how this actually makes sense. Type in carpet, get cart. I swear to God, yesterday I typed in carpet. Okay, what are they under now? Look, I have proof that I found carpets. Right here on floor 2. Look at all those carpets. Now, granted, maybe I should change these out. let's delete this one. Dun, dun. Okay, we want that under everything. Let's go ahead and scale this up. And what color do we want it? There we go, a nice plum. There we go, that works. I mean, obviously I don't want all the rugs to be fancy, but okay. Now I change it up and I get them. Go figure. I just don't get the point of a fuzzy search, unless of course you can't spell. Which I can't spell. But it's definitely a interesting rug. I like the bear skin. Doesn't match with all my other style though. And I've already got a bearskin rug in there. You know, one thing that's always bothered me with the base, just want to see what kind of flooring. Ah, that's right. Let me go ahead and I want to put this in. See how it looks. Huh. Okay, why did it put it all the way over there? Interesting. I don't understand what's going on with that floor there. Oh, of course it won't let me undo it. Oh wait, there it goes. Hello? Will you undo? Oh no. And you're still there. I can't select you. I can't touch you. But you're still there. When that's what I should have done. Alright. Let's discard the changes. Thank God I'm not too far in. Cool. At least all my assets are there. to this stupid lighting and grid stuff. Alright, let's make this quick. Oh, that's right. Had that wall problem. See what I mean? I just think it's my only gripe with Dungeon Draft. It just seems buggier than it needs to be. See if I can put doors back in. We'll worry about the rugs later. Might as well put these in the center of a square. See what other options we have for tiles. I like that. Ooh, I kind of like that better. I don't know. Would they have? I don't know if they'd have that much carpet. I'd be interested to find out why those keep showing up. Switch back to the door material, door portal tool, whatever they call it. Just don't know why it's showing that tile underneath there. I mean, I'm not saying it's not my fault. It often is my fault. Now let's see. But I like that stone look better. So I'll just draw some more out. Nothing like redoing something I've already done. But it does look better. There we go. That looks nice. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. That gives an interesting look. So my old texture is still underneath there. This is more like an overlay. See what other kind of assets. Ooh. Is that a better wall for what we're doing? Let's just zoom out. Like, does that fit in? Oh, wait. So I'll put wood on the outside. While I like that, it's kind of annoying. No, I think we're going back to wide stone. But we are going to change up. I'm going to do something about the flooring in here. I don't know. What do you think? What looks better? Huh. I kind of like that. Just wish there was a good marble texture. don't know. It kind of fits in with everything. Let me see if... I really hate to redo all this map. See how it looks if I just take this stuff out. I mean, it's supposed to be a rustic castle. Not that rustic. Huh. So if I want to change all this up... Okay. If I want to change all this up, I basically have to draw around it again. Huh, what happens if I take this out? Or try to take it out? Oh, weird. It's always fun playing around with this stuff. Oh, look. That's not what I want to do. Now we're just going to put that back. It's a nice idea, but at the same time... Here, though, I think I want to see how this works. I mean, if I have to redraw a door or a window, so be it. No, I don't want to. Definitely not. Oh, I bet you did delete this. mean, don't get me wrong, this is a lot better than the alternative trying to do it in Illustrator. Okay. So I'll need to put a wall in. That's no big deal. Yeah, a wall and a few doors. Let's just bring this one down. Oh. Well, that's interesting. I think that's a better way to do it. Now I'm just going to come back and put the wall in. Make it a wood wall. That'd be a little bit more typical in a castle like this. It's always about getting those little tiny adjustments done. Okay, some doors. Yeah, you know what? And since it doesn't fit with the theme, although I'm not happy about that color. There we go. I like that better. Putting all this time into it, but I don't really expect anybody to be using this on a, like, it's amazing the amount of time you put into something, all the detail you put into something, and let's face it, how long are they actually going to be in a castle? Don't get me wrong, you could go ahead and write that in, but all right, let's just throw a couple of desks in here, maybe some shelves. I figure whoever downloads this can make up their own story for what these rooms are for. Alright, what do I want next? I want some chairs. You're supposed to be under. This guy gets a nice chair. See how many of these bookshelves I can put in. Wish I had a scatter tool for bookshelves. Just make it a little easier. You know what? Let's put a... Nah, there's not enough room for that. I was going to put another row of bookshelves, but I think this is good enough for a far, north sort of outreach. We will put a small rug in here, though. Carpet. Whatever they want to call it. Let's change the color, though. And, of course, they need some sort of stove in there. Okay. Ooh, there's something that needs to be addressed. Okay. It was over top of one and under the other. So it just kind of annoyed me. Like here. So there we go. That's our forge. More offices. I know this probably isn't the most thrilling thing to watch, but I'm going to be doing it, so I might as well get some streaming time in. All right, let's what do we want to do about this room? We want to come back to it. That's what we want to do. And we'll put another stove in here. I was going to say, probably the most repeated asset in this map. Well, beds by far, followed by stoves, then probably beer barrels. I'm not complaining. All right, so that looks good. So there's a spiral staircase there. A spiral staircase there. So I would imagine since the main chambers are over here, there's got to be somebody on guard. So we'll put a desk there for them. And perhaps a bench. Maybe two. Scale that up a little bit. think I want to scale up that desk too. Speaking of scaling up desks, not all of them, mind you, but let's give a little quality to that. Give it a purpose. Let's see. Wow, it's huge. I thought I could change the color of that. I wonder if cheese is an option. It is, but I don't really. It's going to look too out of place. There we go. You know what I didn't do? I should do this really quick. I forgot to post this on my Discord server. This on my Discord server. Oh, let's see. Doing a little map creation. I don't know why, but it seems like Discord's running really slow. Huh. Oh well. Yes, I know there are places where the tiles don't exactly match. I don't necessarily know that's a bad thing. Again, this is supposed to be rustic, sort of frontierish. You can see some of the walls aren't exactly straight. I kind of like that look. I like that it's sort of imperfect. Yeah, it's going to be a nice map. Okay, so that's the second floor. Now, the upper floor, I mean, obviously, these are the battlements. Question is, what would they have up on the battlements? And what assets do I have that would match that? Let's see. I wonder if there's ballista. Of course not. Wonder how a fuzzy search for ballista would do. Oh, look at that. Oh, because I can't spell. Well, I think they definitely need some ballista up here. But that is way out of scale. Just because they're in the frontier doesn't mean that they're not going to be well protected. Let's put that on user layer 3. I guess I have to put it above walls. There we go. Give it some shadow. How's that look in the grand scheme of things? Now they just need about 20 more. I would say 2 on each parapet. Let's copy that, paste it. Okay, what the hell did it paste? Just kind of scatter these around. Kind of wanted to avoid cannons, though. There's a lot of people that don't have gunpowder in their campaigns, so... To the rear, we're just going to put one... Yeah, I think one. But then we'll line a few up against this back. So this one's going to be pointed off here. I'll just make a row of them. Again, it's kind of nice to be, like, you don't want to be perfect. You don't want things completely lined up. Oh, let's see. Do we have some cauldrons? Need something to heat up fire, or to light a fire and heat up some tar. So let's go back up front, 'cause this is where they'd have that. Fire. Put one on either side. See about a cauldron. Ooh, we can change the color. Nice. Now, you know what? Before I do that, I just want to think about lighting. I guess it's not a big deal. It'd be different if, like, if I were doing this completely for myself, I would load these cauldrons and probably the ballista and everything as tiles on top of the map. Just makes them a lot more placeable. Okay, how about some braziers? Man, those braziers look really good, but they're so out of place with the rest of the art style. Excuse me. So I think I'm going to try to get this scaled down right. That's about the right size. I mean, these ballista, the bolts for this are like 3 times the size of a normal arrow. Almost 10 foot long. Which is just crazy. But let's put a pile of them. And see, what I want to do is grab that, and I'm going to make a prefab out of this. Ballista bolts. Okay. Why can't I rotate these? I can, it's kind of annoying. And we don't want those above. They're going to be that close. They need to go under the ballista. Now let's rotate this. Wish we could. I'm trying every hotkey I can. That's fine. They all seem armed. All right. So go back to my selection tool. That looks good. All right, so what else do they need up on top of it? Guess we'll take a look through some other assets. Oh, objects. Figured I'd... Well, let me do a fuzzy search. Really? I type in siege, and I get... What is that? Tiger head? I have no idea what tigers and siege have to do with one another. Let's see. Archer. Here be dragons. All right, let's knock our scale back down to 1. Let's put a table down first. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. We'll keep it out of the way of the ballista. But we'll scatter pots of arrows around. Okay. Let's find those bows again. Which bow do we want to use? I like that. I've been demonetized on D Live. How have I been demonetized? Why? How could I get demonetized? What? Oh, let's turn that off. Oh. I'm just trying to see. X tag? I don't know what the X tag is. I don't even see it. Why would I, like, all we do is stream gaming. I don't think I ever had it for kids on there. I'll worry about it after the stream. I don't even have the restream chat up. Guess I'll throw that up really quick. Yeah, that's kind of just disconcerting. Like, I mean, really, what what do I do that would require me being demonetized on D Live? I mean, unless it's over me using music. But this is all Twitch safe, YouTube safe. Unless, of course, they don't have an agreement with D Live. That could be what it is. Either that or somebody said something that triggered someone, and who knows. I've got iced tea, that's all that matters. Time to stretch a little bit anyway. Been doing this for... What do you mean, me? You know, buddy, there's like 5 other people that stream on this channel with me. I can't control what they say during a game. Well, there's this guy from Lancaster, a guy from LA, some guy from Reno. Every other Friday night they're on here. I mean, if you can't blame your friends, who can you blame? It's probably one of those times that Andy was drunk. It could be. Who knows? Oh. Yeah, I was going to turn that into some big Bitcoin there. I can get donations here on Twitch, though. Oh, let's see. Time to put some bows on these tables. Yeah, that'd be funny if that was from our games. Yeah, well, I do seem to recall somebody last, what was that, last Friday? Talking about all the libertarians on our channel. I mean, I get it. If we're not, it's like really far from, mainstream. There was a comment. I forget who it was. It was either you or Eric. It wasn't like a bad thing. It was just like, look at all the libertarians on the channel. I know when I was listening, I ended up listening back, the whole stream, and it made me chuckle when I came across it. Yeah, I mean, I've seen people do a lot worse on there. Yeah, it was probably you. Yeah, I'll have to see. I guarantee you it's probably something to do with the music. It's all supposed to be stream safe, and the app that I use said that if you have a problem with it, to go ahead and send them an email, and they'll contact whoever. Yeah, I don't even see an app or like a notification. I'm just looking at it really quick. Yeah, there's like no notifications. Nothing that says, hey, you pissed us off. Just weird. So if you're watching on D Live, yeah, if you're watching over on D Live, come on over to Twitch. Because apparently I've been X-tagged on D Live with no explanation. Because, you know, drawing maps for Pathfinder games is really, I mean, this is really extreme right here. Huh. I'm thinking this is looking pretty good. I mean, I don't want to make it seem overly fortified, but it's pretty overly fortified. Let's go down a level. Cool. The fun thing is going to be putting this into Foundry. On my Patreon page, I'm going to release this with all the lighting, you know, all the little stuff configured. So take a lot of the work out of it for you. And first level. Oh, wrong way. Okay, so I still have this 2 rooms. And I want to do something about that Great Hall. Just not sure what. Let's see. You know what? We're going to make a inside sparring area. Close to the training room, but you know, for those days when you can't train outside. You type in dummy, you get mummy. It's I think I'm going to paste a couple of these around. Put 2 of those in there. Let's put a sword rack in. There we go. Really, I type in armor and it gives me armchair. Swear to God. But I think I would like to put a few suits of armor around. Actually, I think I want to undo those. Let's instead put them right here. Opposite side of these statues. All right. Oh, now for the real fun part. Lanterns. Boy, those torches are big. Try to match the scale that I had. Oh, that looks closer. Okay. Oh, all the tedious work. I mean, I suppose it's going to be a lot worse when I actually go into Foundry and have to do all this stuff. Try to get them as evenly as spaced as possible. I should probably put one on the outside of these doors here. We'll see how this looks when I actually get it into Foundry here in a little bit. Now, this room probably has multiples. All right, got that office. Pity the poor kid that has to go around and light all these torches at night. Yeah, I'd rather do these in Foundry just because I'm going to end up doing animation effects. And I'm going to have to edit everything later, so I might as well. Put one on right in between these desks. I think that's one of the things people don't really pay too much attention to. The administration behind these places. I mean, you guys are just normally adventurers that run through. You don't think about the upkeep. Can't believe I didn't put any torches in the kitchen. That's just weird. Oh, what the heck's going on over there? Well, let's take a look. There we go. Shouldn't be yawning yet. I'm only 2 hours into this. I think that's good for torches on the first floor. Floor number 2. Okay, that's not a door. That's a window. Like, why the hell's there a door going out there? Yeah, I also kind of like. I mean, it's not that you can't edit the lights here in Dungeon Draft, but it is nice to have them. Like, I don't like to save my maps with the lighting effects on. Foundry does an awesome job of handling like darkness and light and all that stuff. So I'd rather have it as something that you could go ahead and toggle on and off. I'm just going to put a torch right outside of everybody's doors. That looks pretty good. And I guess I got all those. I don't want to double up on them. I don't think I like these long hallways. They're kind of a pain in the ass. Be interesting to see how the light comes out. All right. We're just going to put a light. I don't know. These are barracks, so it's not like they need a lot of light. Just wanted to adjust that one. Sucks when you have these odd angles. Then I have to look at all the different doorways. Cool. I think that is just about every room covered. All the lights. Let's go back and check. I mean, I know there's none on the top. So I'm going to go back and check the first floor. looks good. I didn't put any in the chapel area, but I don't think I want to. There's 2 big braziers in there. That should be enough. Come on, it's supposed to be like religious. That's supposed to be spooky. Oh, I guess I should probably put some in here. Can't forget about the outside of the doors. And who doesn't like a well-lit murder hole? That could almost be a band name. Well-lit murder hole. And we'll put one right outside this the well. And probably one right here. Still give enough darkness for thieves to be sneaky. You devilish rogues. All right. Where was I? Let's go back to checking this. Is that hallway's good? That hallway's good. Yay. Stretch a little bit. I always thought it was funny that these guys have little stretch and drink water reminders on their streams. Then you start doing it for a few hours by yourself and you're like, oh yeah. Hey, that might not be such a bad idea. So what did I want to do with this throne room? I'm not overly thrilled with the rug. I think I would like it better. Okay. Send this back to 1. Let's take this. We're going to move that up to user layer 3. Let's delete this one. That's a little better. Wish I could control the transparency. So I'd really like to be able to see those steps underneath that carpet. I think that looks pretty good. Double and triple check yourself. At the moment, I'm not seeing anything I missed, but that doesn't mean anything. I'll see at the moment I get into Foundry. So there we go. There is our castle from the outside. Man, those ballista bolts are huge. Who cares? There's monsters out there. So there's the second level. All the barracks and living areas. And there is the first level. A 90 by 90 castle. So let's see. This map is, I guess it's at a 5-foot square. So that makes it 450 foot by 450 feet. It's odd, but when you look at the size and to realize that I literally traced the blueprint for this castle and then scaled it up to the measurements I had. Castles weren't exactly huge, but yet this is a hell of an endeavor. So, before anything, saving, success. I don't know what I'd do if it wasn't successful. All right, so grid is off, lighting's off. .96 pixels. That makes 8640 by 8640. Won't be the highest res. I'll do another one. I don't know, maybe like 150 ppi. Let's just take this up to 100. Or maybe not. What is it? 80. Well, let's just see how it looks. Because I want it to be usable. And if I go too high, it's going to crash people's browsers. Camera filter. Ooh, I can go sepia. No thanks. And I already have a lot of the lighting done. Well, not a lot, but about a quarter of it. Okay, let's see. We're going to export it as Universal VTT. Actually, I'm going to export it twice. Okay. Okay, so that was the first one. Wonder what size this file is. 50 megs. That's nothing. Okay, second level. Castle, second level. Second floor. Yeah, it's hot. Got an overexcited border collie. Don't you growl at me. Just because I'm not paying attention to you. And we'll call this one exterior. Hey, thanks for the follow. So there we go. Harlot Castle exterior. And then I want to do a high-res version of this that'll also be up on my Patreon. Which basically means I have to go through... Oh, man, I'm going to have to do this twice. I also want to see about possibly splitting this down into quadrants or into, say, like 6 different maps. We'll figure that out. I don't have a time frame on it. So let's go over to Foundry. Let's take this all full screen. You know what? I want to check something out. Aha. I knew I had to... There's something broken with my overlay. 'Cause it should have actually said who my latest follower was. But I remember them saying that. I just haven't put any time into figuring it out. It's alright. We'll just get off that screen. Let's take this full screen. And I hope I have it in here. I should. Yes. So because I exported that as universal VTT, this should be as easy as naming it. Harlot Castle. We'll do exterior first. Because that's the least amount to do. Hmm.